Ooh, that's good, that's good. I'm on that French press coffee right now. You know, I got a little bit of that non-dairy creamer in there, splash of cinnamon. For some reason, I'm tired and it's 3 p.m., but you know, I am grateful, so go ahead and sip on that. What's up YouTube? Marcus here. Welcome back to another Lightroom edit. Last week we were in, hold on, how do I say this? Fontaine Bianche, Sicily, Italy. This week we're headed to Mount Etna, which is on the east side of Sicily. Let me show you on the maps real quick. So here we are, as you can see on the maps, Mount Etna. It's north of Catania on the east side of Sicily. It's an active volcano. So yes, we are headed to an active volcano today. As you can see here in this photo, there's literally lava flowing out of this mountain. But anyway, I have 14 photos here in Lightroom, so let's go ahead and check them out. So here's the first one. Yes, as you can see here, there's snow up on this volcano, and me and my buddy Cruz decided to go snowboarding on it. Yes, on a volcano. It was actually awesome. So all the photos here on Mount Etna when we went snowboarding were taken on my DJI Mavic Pro. As you can see, I'm high up in the sky. This is us down here. These are little people skiing and snowboarding. Next photo, here's the top of Mount Etna. Here's a photo of me and Cruz. You know, just chilling, me controlling the drone, and there's the smoke and the ash again. Another photo of us just posing up on the mountain. Photo of Cruz, another photo of the volcano. And then on our second trip to Mount Etna, we decided to take a hike, which is on the other side of the mountain, as I can show you here on the map. So this is where we went snowboarding. This is where we went hiking. Actually put a heart on it. This is where we went hiking. This is the trail right here. So here we go. We'll continue to go on with the last 8 photos. On our hike, we went up and I was just taking a photo of the landscape. As you can see here, people are on their parachutes, just gliding down. Pretty cool. Landscape is awesome. Another photo. Literally just all landscape photos of the trees and the shrubs. Here's a photo of us walking up. As you can see here, here's the top of the volcano, and there's smoke and ash coming up from the top. Here's the trail, and here's my co-workers. Can you believe this was a deployment? Because I can't. It was great. This was a work day. It was a Thursday, I think. We're like, yeah, let's go hiking. I don't know, I kind of like this photo just because it has like this motion blur right here. I was like walking and taking at the same time. Next photo here, this is like, I don't even know, this is like a crater right here. This is all black because of the lava that just like flowed down the mountainside. And here's one of my coworkers taking a picture of the crater. And this picture doesn't even do it justice. The crater was huge, like just like right over top of this section right here. If you were to fall off of that, you're dead. Like done. Here's another photo of the trail. This is us actually heading back to the parking lot. As you can see, like the trail goes on and on. Like look how far that is. But I thought it was kind of cool how it winds down. And then obviously here you got the sea, and Catania's like right down here somewhere. And then on our way back, you have like these trees. It's like a whole new environment. It looks like a forest kind of. And so I had to take it. There was snow and green trees. It kind of reminded me of Germany. And then my co-workers looking back at me like, what's taking you so long? But it's all good. And then just another angle of it. So those are the 14 photos. Let's go ahead and pick one. Let's see, which one do I want? All right, I'm gonna do this one. Since there's not much to do on Mount Etna, I'm actually gonna go through like each step of me editing this photo, because afterwards I'm not gonna Google things to do, because really all you can do is snowboard, ski, and hike. So let's go ahead and dive into it, hit the development mode. First thing that I'm gonna do is crop it. I'm gonna hit O a few times, hit the auto, and it's pretty much straight. Hit enter. Now I could hit the default preset and that would do that to it, but I'm actually just gonna go from scratch. So if you don't have J clicked already, hit J and these will highlight for you. So it's looking kind of dark. I'm gonna brighten it up a little bit. I'm gonna bring up the contrast just a bit. Highlights aren't too bad, so I think I'll just keep that the same. I'm gonna bring up the shadows, even bring up the whites a little bit. I'm not gonna touch the blacks. Texture, I'll bring up slightly. Clarity, bring up slightly. You can play around with the dehaze. I might just put it at like 4. I always like to look at the before and after while I'm editing the photo, so just hit that backslash. It'll tell you right up here, before and after. Here's the tone curve. I like to make 3 points, one in the middle, and then one at the bottom, and one at the top. Usually you'll bring down these shadows a little bit. You can bring these up if you want. I like to do it just a little bit, and then for this one I kind of keep it around the same area. Like I don't really adjust it too much, but as you can see, if you bring it up, it brightens up that section down here, and if you bring it down, it does that. So I don't really mess with it too much, but the tone curves actually does a lot. So if you hit this button, it turns the tone curves off or on. So if you click it, it turns it off. Click it again, turns it on. So you can tell like it makes a big difference already. Here I'm gonna mess with the colors a little bit. Let's see what's good. I want to keep this yellow. I think I might make it a little bit more orange, just slightly. And I'm actually gonna bring the luminance up on it. I like that. Gonna see about the saturation, if I want to bring this up. I might bring it up just a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. And you know, I just like to play around with the colors and just see how it looks and you know, how I'm feeling about it. So with the greens, there's really not that much, so that doesn't really make a difference. Colors are looking fine to me here, so I'm gonna keep it how it is. Let me go back to this. I feel like there's a little bit too much sky, so I might drop this down to like right here. That looks better to me. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so now we're here at the color grading. This is all personal preference. I'm probably gonna make this more warm just because it looks like, you know, I don't know. I'm always cold, but people are wearing t-shirts and stuff, so it could have been hot. You know, it was hot. Because when me and Cruz went snowboarding, we just got there, and that was in February. It was like January, February, and this was near the end, so that was like July. So what you can do here is, they have 3 different buttons you can click if you want to adjust the shadows and the mid-tones and the highlights independently, which I like to do. So for the shadows, what I like to do is bring up the saturation just so I can see what color I'm dealing with, and then I'll use this slider and adjust the hue. Or you can go right here. I actually like doing this better. So for the shadows, I actually am gonna go blue with it. So like right there, but then I drop the saturation down. So I'm gonna drop that to like 3. And then there's a lot of other features you can do. Like here, I'll just bring up the saturation. You can bring up the luminance. As you can see what that does. And then at the end, when you adjust your shadows, highlights, and your mid-tones, you can adjust the blending and balance. So I'm gonna bring this back down to 3. Oh, real quick, forgot. You can adjust your white balance independently, or they have this little dripper or picker or whatever you want to call it. What is it called? I don't know what it's called, but hit this little dripper and then you can find something that is white. I'm gonna pick this up here if I could get it. It adjusted it slightly. It's supposed to give you a true like white balance, but it's really up to you. I'm just gonna keep it how it is. Alright, back to this color grading. We're gonna go to the midtones, bring up the saturation. I'm gonna bring this probably more around the yellow orange area, like right here. And I'm gonna bring that up to like 4. And then the highlights, same thing, around the orange area. And I'll make that around 4 or 5 as well. Alright, next spot we have detail, sharpening. What I like to do is click somewhere on this mini photo. So I'm gonna go like, probably to these people over here. It's a little bit blurry, so I'm gonna sharpen it probably around 50. You don't wanna go too high or it's gonna become grainy. as you can see, it doesn't look good. So I go around like 50. The radius, I usually keep around like 1.4. And then the detail, I don't really do too much with that. I keep that around like 20. The noise reduction is gonna like smooth it out. Sharpening kind of makes it like too clear and kind of not realistic, but it's really, like I said, it's personal preference, but I like to bring it up just a little bit, keep the detail like 40 and bring the contrast up a little bit. Can't really see a difference, but there is, it's just slight differences. You can do your lens correction. I usually have it turned on. Sometimes I'll make it brighter and kind of just adjust the photo a little bit. And one of the last things you can do is the calibration. I typically, I don't know, I mess with it sometimes if I'm trying to go for a specific feel, like a specific color that I'm feeling. For this one, I'm gonna just mess around with it and see what I'm feeling. I'm gonna bring the saturation up. See, I'm not with that. See, that's a little too much. So I'm liking it like right here, that looks good. To adjust the greens, I'll bring it up. Let's see what happens with this. Do I want it to be more yellow or more green? Decisions. This is where people get that teal and orange look from. They adjust the stuff down here. Like I could go like this and then like this, teal and orange. Oh my gosh, a little too much, but you get the point. I'm actually gonna bring up the green primary just a little bit. I'm not gonna mess with the blue primary at all. All right, that's it for the calibration. One of the last things I do is I like to put this radial filter on it. So for this one, I'm probably going to do like more over here on the right side, just because this is like blurry. It looks like obviously I was moving. And then what I like to do is bring the exposure down, so it gives more focus on this area. You can see if I bring the feather down, this is the area of focus, and this is what will be dark. But obviously if you feather that, it'll blend it in together nicely. So that's looking good to me. And I'm also gonna put this graduated filter, make it a little bit darker down here. Done with that. And it's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna adjust a few more things. I feel like it's still a little bit too dark, so I might bump up the exposure just a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill, chill, chill. And you can also use the brush to bring out spots that you want. Like this trail looks kind of cool, so I might just brighten this up a little bit. Okay. I just brightened up the trail a little bit, and I think that's gonna be it for me. So let's go ahead and take a look at the before and after. Double click L. So here's the before and backslash, here's the after. I think it looks awesome. Like I think that looks great. Wow. Woo, boy, we out here doing work. Anyway, so that is gonna be it for this photo. Yeah, like I said before, I'm not gonna go into Google and tell you anything else to do here, but I did want to show you some footage of our trip. So here's us snowboarding on Mount Etna, and just check out the views, it's incredible. Yeah, so isn't that pretty cool? Views are amazing. Really everything about Mount Etna was awesome. If you do get a chance to go check out Sicily, if you get a chance to visit it and you're near Catania, you have to go to Mount Etna and go snowboarding, go hiking, go take some photos, have a picnic up there and just enjoy your time. But that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you get a chance to check out Mount Etna one day. I will see you guys until next time. Peace.